Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight for the All Things Needling event. It's a great presentation. There's so many different treatment options that have to do with needling, so we will get to all the topics that you want to learn. We have 4 of our great skincare specialists here tonight. We will get started, but I wanted to let you know, on the bottom of your screen, there's a Q&A and a chat button. Don't hesitate to type in messages during the presentation. If it's a question I can answer, I'll be in the back answering them as fast as I can. If we don't get to your question live, at the end of the presentation, we are going to have a Q&A with the skincare specialist. So we will get to as many as we can. If we don't get the answer there, we will email it to you. A couple other things that you want to know. At the end, I'm going to talk about, we have great event promotion for All Things Needling treatments. You don't want to miss that. And I'll let you know about the raffle that you are all entered into for Elastin products. It's a great one. So we will go ahead and get started, and Yolanda's going to get us started with microneedling.
Hi, everyone. Yolanda, I am one of the skincare specialists here at CAPS, and I'm going to talk to you about microneedling. So this is just a traditional microneedling, and basically what microneedling is doing, it is helping to stimulate your own collagen. So it is a minimally invasive procedure that we use a I'll show you the handpiece. We use a handpiece that looks like this. It is a sterile handpiece, one-time use tip that we do tiny circles on the skin. We usually do 2 passes, and it is just causing a small wound into the skin, and that skin is then going to go into recovery mode to stimulate new collagen production. So, I'm going the wrong way, sorry. No, I'm going the wrong way. You need to do this. You do this.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Wait, no.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Wait, I want to go back.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. So the main goal of microneedling is, like I said, it's going to help to stimulate collagen production, which is great for a variety of skin concerns. I love doing it for all clients because it really helps with any concern that you might be having. It's great for fine lines and wrinkles, somebody that's having texture issues, for pore size, and my personal favorite, I love doing this treatment on my acneic clients. It really helps with acne scarring, and if they do have a little bit of acne, it can also help to heal that, but we also have to be careful. We might add in other treatments like as chemical peels that will help to stop the acne, and then we can do some of the microneedling, and it just really depends on what you're in need of, but we can do this treatment with just about every client. Here again is the video, and this will just show you some statistics on microneedling. So as you can see here, it has a very high approval rating with obviously the fine lines and wrinkles and texture. That right there, it's showing the device that we use here at CAPS, the Exceed, and you can see the tip, the plastic tip is one-time use, very sterile. We take it off after each client, obviously. The needles are very fine. They do not hurt, and I'll talk about numbing. So before a treatment, any of our microneedling treatments, you're going to wash your face at home, put on numbing, and then you are going to come in. We obviously remove the numbing cream before we do any of these treatments. So it's very comfortable. So you can see in this video that she does have a little bit of pinpoint bleeding, but it's a very comfortable treatment. And obviously after the treatment, we're going to clean all that off. And when you leave, you might have a little bit of mild redness to the skin, but that's really all that you're going to feel is some mild redness and maybe a little bit of like heat. And you know, after like a day, the redness will be gone, and then it's just your skin healing. And then after a week's time, your skin's gonna look amazing. This is actually one of Casey's clients that she did microneedling on. Like I said, I love doing it on acne clients. You can see clearly here in this video, or these before and after pictures, that it helped this client tremendously. Casey, how many microneedlings did you do on this client?
So on this particular client, I only did 2 microneedling sessions. However, beforehand, we did pre-treat with other treatments to get her ready to do those microneedling treatments, because like you stated, we can't do it on heavy active acne, but we have other treatments that can get you ready to then improve the scarring that comes from acne.
And that was your at-home regimen.
Yeah,
Yes, definitely.
Skincare as well.
Yes, definitely the skincare. So yes, those are some great before and after pictures. And I personally have done this on several male clients. This is a great procedure for those male patients that have the acne scarring and can be very, uncomfortable with that. This really helps with any type of acne scarring. And it just kind of depends on what you need, and your skincare specialist will determine, how many you need. We usually start in a series of like 3. You might need a series of 6, and you might need more. It just really depends, and that's something that you'll determine with your skincare specialist. So I'm going to hand this over to Casey, and she's going to talk to you about Vivace. This is my favorite microneedling treatment.
Hi, I'm Casey Wall. I am also one of the skincare specialists here at CAPS. Vivace is for sure one of my favorite treatments as well. Like Yolanda was explaining, regular microneedling is making little tiny micro incisions into the skin with little fine needles. The Vivace is doing the same thing, except for we're also adding radio frequency and a few other steps to it. So it's still going to help with fine lines, wrinkles, pore size, texture to the skin, minimal downtime, pain-free, but it's also going to tighten the skin. With our treatments here, we also send you home with a mask and a little serum to help you heal the skin as well. Very little downtime in the terms of you're a little red when you leave that day. Afterwards, barely even know that you had it done. So not only are we incorporating radio frequency with the Vivace, but we also do LED light therapy as well with it. So you'll see here in a few slides, there's a blue light, there are blue lights, and then there are red lights. Blue lights are going to be more for acne type of skin. That's going to help with like my acne patient, or the red is going to help with like your anti-aging patient that's wanting tightening in their skin or really helping fine lines and wrinkles. This also has 36 needles, so a lot more than the last one, but you'll see here in a few slides, it's a robotic motor, meaning it's going up and down into the skin. So we're creating less of an injury on the surface and more of an injury down in the dermis. This is just showing you that we are FDA cleared, minimal invasive microneedling machine. By far my favorite. It's won tons of rewards, and also you'll see here soon that it's been voted best on RealSelf as well. So this is the actual machine. As you can see the tip there, you can see the needles at the bottom, the LED lights going on right there in the tip, and then the radio frequency is actually being shot through the needle tips. The machine not only lets us do all 3 of those, but it also lets us modify it for each specific patient. So how far do the needles go in based on the structure of your skin, how thick your skin is, how long the heat is going to stay in your skin, and then how strong of heat that we can make for you as well. And that all depends on age, how skin type. It depends on how long you've been getting treatments done here, how aggressive we can go, and normally we'll bump that up per treatment, but obviously we make those decisions for you, and we'll talk about that as we go. This just kind of explains everything that I just went over. So your natural looking results, meaning, this is not going to be your facelift, but it's also going to help tighten up that structure, and no one's going to know you had it done. It's best in class, so highly voted, and very minimal downtime. So just to go farther into radio frequency and how it stimulates the collagen production in the tissues. So it's basically like a heat. So the heat is going to help stimulate more collagen production deep into the dermis and not just up on the epidermis where the needles are going to go into. So very minimal because we are bypassing that epidermis and really getting that heat down into the dermis to create that heat wound. So here you're going to see on the forehead and then also the cheek, just the structure and how the needles go in. That was different than the last microneedling device. It is more robotic, like I was saying, in and out instead of creating those micro wounds really on the surface. This is my favorite treatment done for neck, chest, or anywhere that you're seeing that drooping. I've done thighs, I've done buttocks, we can do hands. This can be done anywhere that you're seeing that loose skin. Obviously, gravity sets in, everything starts to shift. It helps kind of push everything back up on it. Same thing, another neck treatment. The jawline is obviously really, really popular right now because every celebrity has that big structured jawline. You want it tight and back. This would be by far one of the best treatments we have here at CAPS to offer for skin tightening. This was one I was talking about, RealSelf. RealSelf, if you've never been on there before, is a great resource if you're looking for treatments to do, whether it's tightening or plastic surgery or microneedling or all therapy or whatever it may be. This was voted the most worth it treatment in 2020. So that tells you how popular the Vivace is with before and afters, etc. Now I'm going to hand it on over to Lexi to talk about Aqua Gold.
Hi guys, I'm Lexi. I'm one of the skin specialists here at Upper Arlington and Easton. I'm going to be talking to you about Aqua Gold, one of my favorite red carpet treatments, as we would say. Aqua Gold is a treatment that is a little fine, just a little, almost like a little base, and it carries in Botox and filler and vitamin B12 and CBD for calming and hyaluronic acid. So it's a really awesome treatment for helping that skin glow and plump. It's actually delivering just small droplets through a little stamp. They're really, really fine needles as well. With they're actually 24 karat gold plated needles. So that's actually very, very minimal downtime. You may be a little red just after, actually from the vitamin B12, it has a little red tint to it. But other than that, it's really a no downtime treatment. It's
Smaller than a human hair.
Really, really, yes, very, very small, fine. But it's awesome. It promotes self-stimulation, and it's a great for customizable treatments. You can do it after a diamond glow. You can do it after really pretty much any treatment.
Yep.
So here you can actually see the little stamper that actually it goes into the skin. That bigger one around in the middle there is actually how it gets into the skin. So we just actually go around and just stamp it lightly into the skin, and all of that, all of those good ingredients that's going to help you get that tightening and plumpness and glow to your skin is really just going to, yeah, accelerate any results from any other treatments as well. So as I just said, the big needle in the middle is actually how it actually gets into the skin. And so the advantages of Aqua Gold are they're great. It's great for plumping and tightening, and but it's very pain-free. I have a lot of people that actually do it with no numbing. So you really don't even need numbing with it, but it's great to pair with like a diamond glow afterwards to get that maximal result. It's great after a microneedling, a regular microneedling, Vivace, all of it, but there's 20 little channels in there that it's actually going to get through to the skin. So really awesome treatment. We only use these one time, so they're also sterile, one single patient, single use only. And then with it being gold plated, like I said, there's very, very minimal like downtime. There's really no redness or irritation to the skin because of their gold plated. And this is just reiterating what I said was in it. So there's Botox, your Juvederm, filler, hyaluronic acid, CBD oil, and vitamin B12, which is just a great, really awesome cocktail full of awesome plumpness and glowiness. Great for those weddings. I know it's wedding season right now. Any concerts, any event you have coming up, it's really, really awesome treatment for that. So I will turn this over back to Casey.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about PRP. PRP, just like the Aqua Gold, can be added on to a lot of our treatments. Actually, any of our microneedling treatments, and PRP is used for multiple uses throughout our office here, but it's super popular with microneedling. The way I explain it to my patients is microneedling is like irrigating a lawn. You're putting all these little tiny microchannels in the grass. Then you're using fertilizer basically to put stuff in there to help it grow. PRP is your fertilizer. So it's basically, we are microneedling or putting it on top of microneedling to help rejuvenate the skin, give it its nutrients. So it's growth factors, it's proteins, it's enzymes, it's there to help you repair the skin and help you heal quicker. Here's just going to show you what exactly looks like. So obviously it's from your own blood. So we're going to draw your own blood. It speeds up and promotes healing. We're actually using the platelet rich plasma, which is the small amount that you see there that is very potent with all the ingredients that you need your skin to rejuvenate with. This is just one of our nurses putting the PRP over top of the skin, just showing that it's going to increase the number of reparative cells your body produces. So it's great for anything that you need a recovery process for, even though microneedling, Vivace, Aqua Gold are all small downtime, why not make it even shorter? So I'm going to hand it over to Laura, and she's going to talk to you a little bit about our specials.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was a fantastic presentation. Thanks for bearing with us during the technical difficulties, especially that screen share gets me every time. But I wanted to talk about two things. First, I want to start with our promotion and then go into the raffle. So we have a great promotion. So because you registered for the Zoom event, you will get $100 off microneedling, Vivace, or Aqua Gold treatment. You just need to have your treatment by the end of July, so July 30th. As long as you get scheduled, you will get $100 off any of those treatments. So fantastic! I'm really excited about that one. That's not something we rarely ever do. So that's a good one. So the other exciting thing we have tonight is anyone who registered, if you're watching, you are already registered for, or entered, I should say, into the raffle. Elastin has sponsored the event tonight. Elastin products are fantastic with any needling procedure. So we have, this is a great one too, the Elastin Trihex Transition Duo. So you get the nectar and the regenerating serum. It's amazing, along with the ultralight moisturizer and the Hydrogen sunscreen. So fantastic, $355 value for the raffle tonight. So you're all entered. You don't have to do anything. I will call the winner tomorrow and let you know. So hopefully it's one of you. I am going to stop the screen share here, and we are going to get into the Q&A part. There we go. Okay, and I want to welcome Victoria. She was in the back watching with me answering questions. We had some great questions coming in, so I want to get right to them. And again, as I mentioned, if we didn't get to your question, if we don't get to it right now, we will email you the answer. So we will get all of them answered, but we have some fantastic ones coming in during. Victoria, first I want you to introduce yourself, and then this is a good question, and I know we touched on it briefly, but can I do microneedling at the same time as another treatment like a chemical peel?
So my name is Victoria, and I am an aesthetic nurse here at CATS. So we like to assess each patient individually and figure out what's one, best for your skin, but also can be paired effectively. We typically, with microneedling or Vivace, will pair PRP, Aqua Gold, or Duraflame.
Perfect, perfect. Another good one, Yolanda. And again, some of these we touched on a little bit, but I want to expand. Do I have to stop any of my products? Curious one that she was asking about is retinol before I get a microneedling, Vivace, or any other needling treatment. Good question.
Yes, that is a good question. You definitely should stop using any retinol, tretinoin 1 week prior to treatment. And then I would say not using that product again for a week after or until the skin is healed. Another product that you want to avoid would be like your exfoliating cleansers and like vitamin C. Anything that's going to irritate that skin, you're going to want to stop using after the treatment for sure. But retinol, yes, 5 days before and 5 days after.
Perfect, thank you. Lexi, I love this question because this really can be life-changing for teenagers.
Sure.
So someone had asked, is there a minimum age for microneedling? My teen daughter has acne scars. Great
That's a
question. That's a
Great
good one.
question. I myself struggled as a teen with acne,
hard.
so I get it. But we see patients as young as 15 with parental consent, and parents can come for the treatment, stay in the room if they want with us. And like I said, it's really great for teens to get their confidence back up. We do see a lot of that. A lot of them, teens and even on up through early 20s with people with suffering with acne. It just is, it's a really great thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have something so effective to
It
be able
is.
to offer teens or anyone with acne or acne scarring. Fantastic. Victoria, is this specifically, she was asking about Vivace, but for all the microneedling treatments, the needling treatments, is this something I need to do several times? How many times per year would you say?
So honestly, it depends on your optimal results, and we will talk you through that. Typically, we say though, at least 3 treatments 4 weeks apart for best results.
Perfect. Yes, if you didn't happen to notice, I was maybe in a few of those treatment videos. Yes, I do like to
And
do
then
them.
we'll have you continue to do them as maintenance, but starting
Right.
off for sure,
Mhm.
definitely 3. I mean, you will notice
Absolutely.
after one,
Mhm.
you're gonna notice after one treatment, just the difference in the texture
Mhm.
and your skin's just gonna have a glow to it
Right.
after one of any of those treatments
You
we
can,
just talked
you
about.
can absolutely do like one treatment on its own. It just depends honestly on your desired results.
Yes, for sure.
Perfect. Love it. I think we got into this, but Yolanda, do you always numb before these treatments? Good question.
So, I mean, I would recommend, yes, numbing, and we recommend that here at CAPS to numb. As you could see in the videos, it's very pain-free, but we will dispense you numbing cream, or you can come here in the office before your appointment and apply numbing cream. We usually tell you to put it on, 45 minutes before the appointment, and then obviously we remove the numbing cream before your treatment, and it just makes it a lot more comfortable for you.
I also, to add to that, if you numb, I always numb before a needling treatment because you can be a little bit more aggressive with it.
Yes.
And if I'm going to go through the treatment and I'm going to be a little red that night, I would rather have it be a little bit more aggressive or really aggressive, to be honest.
Yeah.
So absolutely numbing, it really allows you to get the best treatment possible. And we always provide numbing here at CAPS. You can either pick it up before your appointment, come in early, but we always provide numbing. Another good one, Victoria. I have a wedding coming up. How soon before should I schedule microneedling or Vivace?
So typically when you do microneedling or Vivace, you will be red for a few days. So we would like you to schedule it at least 2 weeks prior to your big events. In an ideal situation though, especially if this is your first treatment, we would like you to start about 6 months prior to your wedding. So that way we make sure that your skin reacts well to the treatment.
Absolutely. Something I also throw in there when we had talked about the Aqua Gold kind of being a red carpet. Aqua Gold really does give you that plumping. It's kind of something that you would do before an event. So you can do that a little bit closer to an event, but that's also a great option too. Lexi, what does microneedling improve on my face? Oh, everything.
Everything. So texture, fine lines, pore size, it helps stimulate that collagen production, elasticity in the skin. So a little bit of everything. I know I myself struggle with scarring, acne scarring, really bad texture. So it's really, really helped improve that. But overall, just everything, it just gives you a really nice overall glow to the skin.
Perfect. And last question, again, if we didn't get to yours, we will email you an answer, but just to be cognizant of everyone's time, we will finish up on this one. Victoria, can males do these treatments?
Absolutely. We have tons of male clients that come in and get these treatments. Typically they want acne scar correction, but I mean, men can want correction on anything from discoloration, scarring, anything of that nature.
Fine lines.
Fine lines.
Yeah, I just did a
wrinkles,
Vivace on a male that was concerned with his fine lines, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's loving the treatment. So
And with males being more oily too, they seem to have bigger pores,
Right.
so
Mhm.
it really helps the
Really
pore
helps,
size.
yep.
That's it.
Perfect. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We really appreciate your time. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to email them to me. I think you all had my email when you registered, lhager@ColumbusPlastic Surgery. Otherwise, we will see you soon on Zoom. Thanks. Have a great night.